Good afternoon everyone. So today I am upcycling the dressing room table. Yes, I am actually. The dressing room table and the dining room table, but most importantly the dining room table. So just whilst I'm upstairs actually, let's talk about the dressing room table. So the dressing room table is from IKEA. It's the Malm dressing room table. I bought it in white because most of my decor was white when I was buying it, and I've seen some inspiration on Instagram whereby people have upcycled their dressing tables to make them look a little bit more expensive, a little bit bougier, and I want to do that as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to B&M and I'm going to pick up some DC Fix, which is like a plastic wrap vinyl if you don't know about it, and it's got a sticky back and you literally just like cut it to size and whack it on your furniture and it totally transforms them. So I'm going to go and grab some of that now from B&M. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap the sides and the top of the dressing room table, but I'm going to leave the drawer white and I'm going to attach these handles. So, well, one handle, I'm going to attach one of the handles so that it just looks a little bit more expensive, because at the minute it just looks so stark. So that is what I'm doing with the dressing room table. But the dining room table, which is the big project for today, I am upcycling it. So this is the dining room. It looks a little bit cleaner than in the last video. So I've just stacked the chairs to the side and I'm going to prep the table. So I'm just going to get some plastic sheet in. I'm going to put it all over the floor. I'm going to take everything out of the way and put the legs on the table. And I'm going to go in with the Frenchic paint in the colour Loof. So I'm going to go in with some sandpaper, just give it a little bit of a sand down, a bit of a wash with some sugar soap. And then I'm going to go in with the paint and just give it a couple of layers and see how much it needs. Really, I don't think it will need a lot, but I am painting it a darker colour, so it might actually need a little bit more attention. We're going to paint the legs on these chairs as well, because I'm not a massive fan of these chairs. However, they're good chairs, they're comfortable, they're a good make. I know in the future I'm not going to want this sort of wood anyway, so even though they're not going to match my table, when I come to upcycle that in the future, whenever I need to, if we hopefully move into a bigger place, they're going to need changing anyway, so I'm not too precious about that. I'm thinking that I would really like some sort of a bookcase or something. I like the ones from IKEA, but I'm just trying my hardest to see if I can find something for cheaper that I can upcycle and match to the room a little bit better, rather than just going out and buying something like brand new. So we'll have to see how that goes. But anyway, I'm going to prep the area for the table painting, and I'm just going to pop to B&M now and get the stuff for the console table so I can do that in between, because it's quite late. It's about 4 o'clock this afternoon. I know I've started late, but I am going to make some progress today. So I've just come back from B&M. I swear to God, some of the stuff in there so I'd gone a couple of weeks ago and returned something, and instead of them putting it on my card, they gave me a credit note by accident, and I was like, it's fine, I'm here all the time, whatever. So then I get to the till today and I put my stuff down, and I give him the credit note, and he's like, oh, I don't know how to use that. I've seen this guy in there for the past like 6 months, like he's not new. And I was just like, I think you just gotta scan it all through and then just like, I don't know, like scan the barcode on the credit note and it'll just take that amount off or something. He was like, oh, I'm gonna have to get my manager. So I went and got his manager. She comes over, she's just like, literally says what I said, and you can tell that she's just a bit like, come on. Bless him. And then I was like, it's all right, yeah, no problem. And then he put it through, and then the total came up and it was like 24 quid, and I was thinking, what? It should have only been like 20-ish, like under that. And I was like, okay, no problem. So I paid, and then I walked out and I took the receipt and I had a look at it, and he charged me 5 of the rolls instead of 4 of the rolls when I'm talking about the rolls. The DC Fix. So these were £4.99 each, and he charged me 25 quid instead of 20 quid. So I obviously had to go back in, and then the manager was like, oh God, what? And I was just like, it's not a problem, he's charged me 5 instead of 4. And she was like, right, come to my till. Then she had to put it through, but it was another guy putting it through. She was just like supervising him, and then she was like, put it back on her card, because she paid half card, half credit note. He was like, okay. And then it came out another credit note, and I was like, honestly guys, I need to go. I don't care, just give me the credit note. So I've got another credit note now for blooming next time I go, but it's fine because I do go a lot. But I wanted to show you this. So this is the DC Fix. It's basically a sticky back plastic, and it has got a pattern on it. This is, I don't know if you'll be able to see very well. It's picking up on me, not this. Hello, focus on this. Here we go. So this is a, I don't think you can still actually really see that well. This is a leather design, and there is a matte black, a shiny black, and I saw this leather black and a marble as well. But I decided to go for this because I just feel like textures like leathers and shagreenes and velvets sometimes can look a little bit more expensive. So instead of getting the matte black, which was slightly cheaper because you get a bigger roll, I decided to get this because I wanted to have a bit more of a sleek look, and I thought this would add a kind of more expensive feel to it. With that being said, I'm actually just going to go downstairs and start on the dining room table. So I am going to go and hand sand that all down, go over it with sugar soap, give it a first coat. I'm not going to prime it because I don't think I need to. No, I don't need to with this paint. If I prime it, it's going to make it whiter, and then I'm going to have to do more layers to cover it because it's a darker colour. So anyway, enough waffling. Let's go downstairs and start the table. Okay guys, so I've just assembled the table. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with some elbow grease and a microfiber cloth, and I'm just going to clean all of the nuts underneath. I guess I'm never going to touch them again really, but I just wanted to make sure that it's clean because I am going to clean the rest of the table with some sugar soap anyway, but I probably won't clean the nuts and bolts and all of the hardware with the sugar soap. So I'll do that now and then I'll start sanding it. Just sanded the whole table down. I didn't go crazy with it. I literally just like used a bit of elbow grease, as in me physically, not the detergent, and I just gave it a bit of welly and sanded what I could. I'm now gonna mix up some of the Frenchic sugar soap, the concentrated one. It says on the back that to prepare for surfaces for painting, to use 1/4 of the bottle to 4.5 litres of warm water. So I'm going to mix that up now. I'm going to get an absorbent cloth to apply it liberally, and you're meant to go from the bottom to the top. I may not actually get to paint it tonight, which is a shame, but I'll just make sure that it's totally prepped so that in the morning I have something to get up and get on with, and then that just means I can pretty much chill tonight because actually it's 6 o'clock, I need to make dinner and stuff, and Rob's just come home with the ingredients for dinner. So I'll mix this up anyway and then show you how I clean it.
This one I got you with the jabba. I know get time, I did that.
Oh my god, I'm such a tool sometimes. I looked over and spotted these. Haven't done anything with these yet, so these shouldn't take too long. I'm gonna just go in with some sandpaper now, and I'll sugar soak them quickly and just leave them to dry overnight as well so that I can paint them tomorrow as well. But I'm exhausted now. I'll do that quickly and then I'll go and rest. Good morning everyone. So it is Sunday today. I'm up quite early. What's the time now? I got out of bed about 8 o'clock and it's 8:42. So I've gotten ready and everything because today is the day of painting the table. I also need some more content for my Instagram, which I've only just realised, but then I do want to paint the table and I need to do that in a kind of organised way. Well, this is the thing. I either try and get it all done today and try and go with a minimum cure time in between coats if it needs more than one coat, or I just paint it today and then in a couple of days, one evening, give it another coat just to make sure it's drying properly in between. I think I might do that, you know, because else I'm going to get myself into a frenzy today and there's absolutely no need to have it finished like really quickly because I'm not hosting a dinner party or anything like that. So yeah, I might do that. Quick job in here is just to put the curtain pole up. So Rob has put the first one up in the corner for me. If you just hit your head again. Are you kidding? Oh my god. Rob, you need to be more careful. I'm basically going to put these curtains up to help bring a little bit of brightness to the room, because at the minute it feels really dim because this window's so small. It doesn't help filter light through very well. So in person it looks fine, kind of, but when I'm trying to take photos and stuff, it's really not, it's not that good. So now I think that's all done. I'm just going to hoover the bits off the floor and then go in with the pole, attach the ends and put the curtains up, and then it should look like a whole new room. Guys, I'm really sorry about the lighting, but can you see the shape that's taken place with the curtains? I feel like it's made all the difference, and it's actually helping to make the room feel and look a little bit brighter. Honestly, the light never used to do this before. I feel like the light is kind of hitting the back of the panels of the curtains and just kind of breezing through the rest of the room. So this was 100% a brilliant idea. The curtain pole is super cheap as well, and I got the extra long one because I want to add height to the room and width. So I put it up as close to the corners as I possibly could, and I honestly just feel like this has made such a difference. What I'm going to do now is I bought this steamer from Swan the other week, Swan brand, and all you do is fill it with water. Sorry, this brightness is a struggle. And then you just hold the button down and you can steam your garments, and it's good for even like if you're traveling, or if you just want to steam an item instead of ironing it, or if it's something that's delicate and you can't really put an iron on it, you can just steam it through. But I'm just going to go through and steam these curtains now so that they look a little bit more pretty and put together. It is just gone 12:30 and we've been so productive today. I'm feeling very organised today and I'm just loving it. So anyway, what I'm going to do now is go in with this Frenchic paint in the colour Loof. The Lazy range is simply fabulous for transforming your wooden furniture. A water-based paint, easy to use and works well with practically any surface without the need to prime. Okay, so that's good, we didn't need to prime. Due to its infusion of wax, there's no need to seal. Okay, so it's got wax as well. Amazing. Leave as it is for a matte finish or buff for a shinier one. I think we want a matte finish, yeah. The surface should be clean, dry and grease free, which we did last night, and free of penetrative substances. When applied carefully, one coat should be sufficient. Yes! If the covering power is not achieved with the first coat, or when the surface is very absorbent, a second coat may be necessary. Well, it would be amazing if we could do this in one coat. Touch dry in an hour, recoatable after 1 hour. This stuff is crazy good. So we can reapply in an hour, but hopefully we won't need to. So I'm just going to go in really carefully and slowly with it. We might actually get a bit left over from this, so I can see myself doing some other little projects in the future. Just pry it open. Oh wow. She's dark. Oh wow. It's already on my hands. Fabulous. So I'm just gonna take the extra, which seems to be on here. Whoop, see, there we go. We have already dripped. That would not have been fun had that have been on the carpet. I think this is going to need maybe 2 coats looking at it. It's dark paint, but it's a light surface. This brush is nice though. This is their furniture painting brush. It's quite dense, and I'm already in love with this colour. Literally already in love with this colour. Seems to be drying really quickly. It's drying super quickly. Just a quick one. I feel like if you're gonna do a project like this, it is probably worth investing in a brush like this. So this is by Frenchic themselves. I don't know what they're called, but it's really good for stippling, and you can tell the hairs on the end are kind of like they're split a little bit differently, probably to help spread the paint a little bit better. I'm not sure the technical terms, but I'm literally just stippling this in, and I know full well if I was to use one of my cheaper brushes from B&M, I wouldn't be getting this effect, because I didn't when I did my bedside drawers, and I had to end up going and getting a bit of a better brush, but it still probably wasn't what I needed. This is what I need. So I'm going to probably invest in a couple of these, because this seems like it's making the job so much easier. Guys, I've had to take a quick break because I need to tell you how friggin' how obsessed I am with, oh my god, it looks amazing. I know I'm being really dramatic, but I'm actually not being dramatic because I'm genuinely in love with this. It's already dry to the touch, which is amazing. It almost dries whilst you're putting it on, which makes life really easy because you're able to kind of situate the paint in the right places. But just look at that. That is one sexy, sexy leg. I've never called a piece of furniture sexy in my life. That is a sexy leg. I cannot wait to finish this. I'm going to go around and do the rest of the table. I think we're going to have to do another coat though, just because there are tiny little bits where I wasn't able to adhere the paint, especially to the wood. So going with a second coat in about 3 hours just to give it time to settle down. It shouldn't take too long and then it'll be done, and I'll just leave it here for maybe a week or two to cure and really kind of settle into the wood. It's not tacky it's a tad bit tacky, but it's been drying for what, 10 minutes? It's nothing on my hands. This paint, 10 out of 10 would recommend. Anyway. Guys, here is the moment we've been waiting for. So this is the first coat of the Frenchic Lazy Furniture range paint in Loof, and it's basically a black colour and it's a matte black, and I've painted all of the chair legs black too, which has made the chairs look so much more grey, which I love because I felt like they were quite warm before and I felt like the wallpaper was quite warm, but everything seems to have cooled down a bit, which I personally prefer. I'm going to be searching for a new bookcase. I'm thinking the Billy bookcases from IKEA. I'm even loving the wallpaper now because against the wood, it was really quite warm, but against this black, it's coming off a lot cooler, so I don't feel as stressed out about the wallpaper now. Mirror from Dunelm, which you can't really see. Mirror on the wall, which has got a black frame which will tie in nicely. Probably going to take this down, and yeah, I don't know what else could I do in here. Leave me a comment and let me know what else you would do in here. I was thinking of maybe 3 massive mirrors here, but honestly I don't have the budget for it and I get bored with things so easily. I don't want to fork out 300 quid for mirrors that I'm gonna essentially want to get rid of in 6 months time, because I know exactly what I'm like. That's why I do everything on a budget and second hand and upcycling myself. But yeah, we've got the ottoman, which ties in so much more nicely now with this room as well. I feel like it's all going to come together really, really nicely. So, but yeah, that's that for now. I might park this video here because I don't have anything more like fun happening in the next couple of days, so unless you want to see me put a second coat of the Frenchic paint on my table, then you're not going to really see much more exciting stuff from me really. So I might just park this video here and say thank you so much if you managed to watch this whole thing. I honestly appreciate it and I hope you liked it. If you do have any comments or any questions, do leave me a comment in the comment section and I will try to get back to you. I'm trying to get used to this whole YouTube thing alongside my Instagram, so just bear with me. But please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. Head over to my Instagram page, which is _home of Sade, and I will see you on the next one where we hopefully have a DIY dressing table upcycle. See you then. Bye.